Ah, should we rotate? Are we rotating? Rotate device. We have to do this in the most unprofessional way. I uh, I didn't rotate the phone before clicking go live. I clicked go live, then rotated the phone. So we're stuck this way today. So other than that, let's get cracking. Let's continue with what we're supposed to be talking about today. So you are watching Talk. It is Thursday, the 30th of May. My, where is the year going? Whew. So, missing parts. Let's talk about missing parts. For those of you who may be aware, I've been trying to get sorted out since October, and I which turned up from Amazon from a seller ADMI. Any cooler that it comes. So I take it upon myself to order a new water cooling block, a Corsair H60. I will read these comments in a sec. I promise. I'm not being rude. So yeah, a Corsair H60. Bearing in mind, my old computer had a Corsair H50, and I know how these things work. I know how they go in. You know, I'm quite well versed in technical this, that, and the other. Anyway, so I've opened up my PC, and it didn't dawn upon me when I first put the lot together, because the fan was already on the board when I put it into my computer, that the retention clips for the AM4 socket were not there. The fan that's on there is not a standard clip AM4 retention clip fan. It's a screw down. So I thought, so I opened up the box for the cooling unit, the new cooling unit. I thought, Corsair, they're the boys. They always give everyone what they need in their products. No, not Corsair. You would think that they cater for all of Intel users' needs. You see, they give Intel everything they need to get what they want screwed down correctly. You see, but no, not AMD users. What they do is they give you these little hooks or eyelets for the hooks, but they don't provide you with the hooks themselves. They just assume people are going to have these stock hooks already, which I do not. Anyway, after sending a couple of messages to Corsair and then denying all knowledge of this whatever, all right, I then thought I'd take it upon myself to open up the box of the motherboard, because if it's a stock clip, which it is, maybe ADMI, when fitting this Wraith cooler on the board, would have removed the clips and the back plate and put them in the box in case I might need them. Anyway, on opening said box, I'm greeted with two SATA cables, or SATA cables if you're an American, and one retention clip. So one retention clip was in the box, the other one is missing somewhere in the oblivion of nothingness, and so is the back plate. So I've taken it upon myself this time to contact ADM. Let's see what they say. I guarantee they'll try and blame me. Bearing in mind, if I'm smart enough to keep the damn box, you know, I'm smart enough not to lose things. Doesn't make sense. You know, so I was going to send back the water cooling block. I'm now not going to send back the water cooling block. I'm going to keep the water cooling block, and I'm going to push ADMI to send me the retention clips that they should have sent me in the first place as default stock clips in case I didn't want the fan that they put on there. It just common sense, isn't it? So let's read some of these comments there. So hi Chris, Adrian, Ty 15 deleted a message, and Sergeant Major Patrick Harper, happy Thursday to you. Oi 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 Savaloy. Right, put my glasses back on because it's quite bright outside and my eyes are rather sensitive. Yes. Anyway, as for missing parts, let's move swiftly on the missing parts thing. Okay, for those of you who are football fans, all right, let's talk about missing parts. What happened to all those missing parts that Arsenal should have had against Chelsea yesterday? Oh, football guy, but Chelsea is my team, and fuck me, 4-1. I mean, I had a funny feeling Chelsea were going to win it anyway, but I thought it was going to be like a 1-0 scenario, or come down to penalties, be a really tight one. But bloody hell, 4-1? Come on, Arsenal. What happened? Do you know what I think? I think it's because Arsenal, they think they've got our old keeper, so he might have been letting them in. Yeah, maybe that's what that happened there. But nah, you know, I mean, I saw a really good one on Facebook earlier. You know, anyone for a slice of Arsenal crumble? Oh dear, I couldn't help it. If it's one of your rants, I agree with you, although I missed everything. Now, basically, Sergeant Major Patrick Harper, it's a case of I wanted something to be there. I bought something, I expected something just to be there, you know, and it just turns out that it's not there, and it should have been there. Missing parts, basically, from my computer. So I've taken it upon myself to contact various different people and say, look, you cocked up. Now, it wasn't Corsair's fault. Corsair are the people who I bought the new water cooling block from, and all I said to them was it would be nice if in future they included the retention clamps for AMD, just in case people don't have it. You see, it's not fair to assume people have that sort of thing, you know, but I said if they included that in their product, it would be a nice touch. And I also said it would make the difference between a company being good and being great. Now, I've always used Corsair products. I've got a Corsair case for the PC, I've got a Corsair power supply, I've got a Corsair RAM, you know, I've got a Corsair water cooling block, 2 of them now. One I can't use because it's the wrong socket, and the other one I can't use because I haven't got the clip. So I said to him, look, next time just include the clips in your products, you know, it doesn't take much, it's relatively inexpensive. You don't even have to charge that much more for it, really. You know, so whether they take that on board or not is another story. But the retention clips should have been with the motherboard, and I've contacted ADMI, who sell on Amazon. And like I said, I opened up the box and one of the clips were in there, but the other one was not, and along with the back plate was not. So I don't lose things personally. When I put something down, I know where I put it. If I drop something, I pick it up. You know, I'm not a what's the word? What am I looking for? What's the word? I'm not a asset forgetful. No, I'm just playing with you. But no, I don't tend to lose things very often, so I'm not gonna be that bad with the things that I buy. So it is a case of ADMI just plumb forgot to put those retention brackets or retention clips in the box when they swapped out the stock cooler, or when they attached the cooler that I've got, they took off the bracket. They should have put it in the box. Either way, anyway, this is a short and sweet one today. I haven't really got much else to say today other than the fact that I've got 7 more days in a row. Just another one. There's I believe a subscriber that left a comment on one of my previous videos about me not working on what I can work on Sundays. I believe the title was "Working on Sundays Sucks." Okay, and there's someone on there who's been posting comments who is borderline trolling. Borderline. You see, now I'll let it go, I'll let it slide. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Okay, but just because you enjoy working Sundays doesn't mean I have to enjoy working them. All right, doesn't mean everyone else has to be as happy as you are in your job. I love my job, believe it or not. Contrary to popular belief, I just don't like working Sundays. It's a simple thing. Most people don't like working Mondays. Monday for me, it doesn't really matter because my days of the week change every week. However, Sunday for me is just a personal thing. I like being at home on a Sunday. So don't assume that I have to change my job. You know, don't assume that I have to be as happy as you. Don't assume that I have to be just like you in order to get anywhere in life. I just don't like working Sundays. That's all it is. Well, let's read some of these comments before going. Ooh, annoying. It's like when you order stuff from McDonald's, but they always mess it up. Yes. It's like, I'll tell you what it is. It's like ordering 20 nuggets and only getting 18. And when you go back to the till, they go, yeah, but you ate 2 of them. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You ate 2 of them, is what they'll say. It's only 7. I've got 10. Was it only 7 of what? You lost me. You lost me. No. What a stupid person. I know. I find now. I got you. So, yeah. So 7 in a. I've got 7 in a row. You've got 10 in a row. I fully understand that now. To be fair, it all depends on how many rest days I get next week. Because my days off next week are Thursday, Friday for the end of this week, and then Saturday and Sunday for the start of the next week. So if I get Thursday, Friday as work rest days, then that's 9 days. And if I get Saturday as overtime for the start of the next week, then that's 10 days. And then obviously I'll have my Sunday off. Huzzah! But no, I'm not scared of a little bit of work. I just don't like working Sundays. So we'll wait and see. I find Sundays boring. I know, right? So annoying. I love the conversations that we have on the comment section here. All the young college kids trying to back chat when they tell them they messed up. Yeah, this is very true. You know, this is very true. Hi, man. I'll have to watch it later, as I've just started to watch. Have a great day. Nice glasses. Oh, cheers for that. Well, the thing is with these glasses, I've actually had them for about 3.5 years. They're actually prescription. They're Jeff Banks. They're Jeff Banks glasses, and they're prescription. And I've actually lost count how many times that the lenses have fallen out. I got them from Specsavers, right? And then when I had to get the lenses replaced, I got the lenses replaced at Vision Express to find lenses were actually too small here. You know, they actually need to be a little bit bigger to fit the frame properly. But you know, should have gone back to Specsavers and all that. So I've learnt my lesson there. Also, the glasses that I've got on my inside pocket here, my Calvin Kleins, you know, I love the frames, don't get me wrong, I got them from Vision Express, and they didn't include what I paid for, which was the anti-scratch coating. And of course, they're denying all knowledge of me paying for it and asking for it when I know what I paid for. So I need new lenses that are anti-scratch and reflection resistant or some crap like that. But that's going to cost me some money, so there we go. Can't have everything, I suppose, but I'm going to have to get some replacement lenses for them very soon. I'm having a severe nosebleed. I can't be bothered to stop watching and go do something about it. Okay, whatever you do, Sergeant Major Patrick Harper, do not tilt your head back. That is a good way to choke on your own blood. The best thing to do is to pinch the top of your nose like so and hold it there. Do not tilt your head back, and do not stick things up your nose holes, because that's not going to be very good either. Let me know how you get on with that, because nosebleeds are not fun, especially when it goes onto your top lip and you start going like that. Our week is Sunday to Saturday where I work, but I have got 4 off in a row, Monday, Thursday, when I've done. It's funny how people's works pattern is always different. I love it though. I have a similar one, but from Boots. I had to change the frame due to lens. It's very annoying. Glasses are annoying. You know, I mean, I did a video on Facebook a good few months back when I went for a laser eye surgery consultation, and it turns out they said I was not suitable for laser eye surgery. No, because that was the cheap option. Because I have astigmatism in my left eye, and I have a very, very slightly lazy left eye, they said, well, you can't have the laser eye surgery, when realistically I probably could have. No, we've got to do lens replacement surgery. Oh, okay, so lens replacement surgery. Then they gave me the brief rundown on lens replacement. I thought this is going to be expensive, you know. And then they said, oh yeah, well, lens replacement's been around since the 50s. You know, it's a very, very well tried and tested process, is lens replacement. It's been around for that long. At this point, I'm thinking, well, if it's been around for that long, it's been perfected, well invested in, it's not going to be so expensive, is it? Really? The thing is with lens replacement is they wanted to charge me, let's just say, an obscene amount of money, and they wanted over £100 a month from me for lens replacement. And the thing is that wouldn't have even solved my vision problems, my optical issue, you see, because that would only have worked long-sighted. The thing is, I am long-sighted. I just have a problem with my left eye. I only need my left eye doing so I can see without my glasses. And to be quite honest with you, I can actually see perfectly. I have perfect binocular vision with no glasses on. How about that? But there we go. Let's read some more of these comments. Glad to see weather is looking good, pal, says Ross McCarry. Bloody rain here today. Well, that's what happens when you live north of the border, unfortunately, in Bonnie, Scotland. So if you didn't like the rain, then you can, move down here. That's what I reckon. If you didn't like the rain, mate, then go down to the shop and buy some Iron Brew. It'll make you feel happy, you wee bastard, yeah. Buy Iron Brew. I'm only playing, Mr. McGarry. You're top bloke. Got to have the anti-scratch. It's true. I mean, these have had anti-scratch on these ones. I drop them all the time. Nothing. But I've got no anti-scratch on the other one. I'm pinching it. That's it. Pinch your nose. Our bus driver's given first aid training, Chris. That is a fantastic question, to which I will gladly answer no. No, we do not have first aid training, although I believe, and have done for a while, that we should. Because it just gets to a point where you hear on the news constantly that some young boy or some young girl has been stabbed, and no one wants to help apart from standing there getting their phones out and recording it, or this, that and the other. And the way I see it, whether it's someone who's had an epileptic fit on the bus, which has happened on my bus, and the bloke hit the floor like a sack of potatoes, you see, and I am first aid trained, however it is expired. But I will always do what I can to help someone, even though I'll probably get in trouble for it in the long term. I'll do the best I can for someone. But first aid training should be given as standard for bus drivers, only if it's safe to get out the cab and use it. You see, we're always told never get out the cab, never get out the cab. However, in some circumstances where it is a bigger risk to leave the person on the floor potentially dying, then get out the cab, then stay in the cabin. You know what I'm saying? If it's better to get out the cab and help them, then get out the damn cab and help them. We need that sort of first aid training. We just don't get it. We don't get it, and I don't think we ever will. But that's my own thoughts and opinion on that. I've been going. You've had a nosebleed for 15 minutes. Jesus Christ, mate! You want to start putting it in a bottle and putting it back into your veins intravenously? My God, a 15-minute nosebleed. You know what it is? It's because I've been doing this live for 20 minutes and your brain has decided to go, nah, no, Chris is so boring. I'm going to bleed out of his nose. That's what it is. Okay, it's died down. I'm going to go and do something about it. It's a lovely shift. I can't wait to see you next stream. Well, thank you very much. That always means a lot. Medical industry is about the Benjamins. Yeah, it's true. It's another story. I hope your aircon from tomorrow is just, yeah, it's true. Aircon needs to work. Aircon. The glasses suit you very much, though. Thank you very much for that. I do like them. I do like my Ray-Bans a bit more, though, but my Ray-Bans are not prescription. I was thinking about getting a prescription put in my Ray-Bans, but you know, that means losing the original lenses, and they look cool. Are you right on the? You are right on the first aid training. Yeah, I know I'm right. I know I'm right. Drivers are not given any first aid training at all. They are cheapskates, is my Sergeant Major Patrick Hupper. Yes, they are cheapskates indeed. It's just annoying. Again, this comes down to missing parts. As we've come full circle on this video, it started off talking about missing parts. We've gone off on a tangent, and we've come back to missing parts. For me, the lack of training, or the lack of just bare basic training for bus drivers, is like having missing parts. You see, I don't know how a company or an industry can expect bus drivers from anywhere in the country, or anywhere in the world for that matter, to carry hundreds if not thousands of people around every day and expect us not to have a basic medical training, a basic first aid. You see, if someone hurts themselves on my bus and they say to me, driver, do you have a plaster? Or driver, you know, someone's fallen down the stairs and banged their head, whatever. You know, I know it's not going to be my fault, but I should be allowed to give them basic first aid. But no, that will never happen. So anyway, if this is anything that means a lot to you, then I think you should leave a thumbs up on this video. If it's your first time joining me, then hit the subscribe button. I believe it should be down there somewhere. Unless this is flipped and it's on that side, then I'm buggered really on that one. And I share at least one video, and if you feel it's worth leaving a little donation to me to help support this channel, then you can find the link to my PayPal Me in not the video description but the About Me section in the page. It's a bit difficult for me to start putting stuff in the descriptions at this point, but I may well do. And you know, send a letter to TfL. If you live in London or wherever you live, send letters, communicate with your bus company. Whoever runs your buses, communicate with them. Say to them that you think bus drivers should receive first aid training. I'll back you up 100% on that. You know, if they say why, then say, look, there's a bus driver in London, his name's Chris, he's got a YouTube channel called Chris's Real Talk, and here's his compelling argument as to why bus drivers should be given first aid. You know, I'll even sit down with you if I can and, you know, argue the toss as to why we should get it. Anyway, enjoy your day, happy Thursday, much love.